episodes into on this Freaky Friday. You already know we at work decided to hop on, chop it up with individuals, see what's the talk of the town's going down. The word in the curve, you heard me. Just set this up right here. Oopsie. Okay, we Gucci. Here in Southern California, it was raining hard as fuck, but it finally cleared up, so it seems like we're done for the rain, at least for now. Okay, let me just... So we're getting a break from the rain. Because yesterday, man, we had a thunderstorm and everything, man. Shit was crazy. Now, for those who are curious, I did drop a new video on this channel if you guys want to scope it out. A video regarding Exposed TV and fiasco. My thoughts and opinions on the matter. Exposed TV is a new channel that has been the taboo scene, street, prison genre, taboo, you know, that genre. And he's been having a, back and forth with a few other individuals on here. But his channel is growing, pretty fast. You guys can go scope it out. I think it is called Exposed Tube. No, Exposed, I don't know, I said Exposed TV. I think it's Exposed Tube. Or Exposing Tube. Exposed Tube or Exposing Tube or something, to that. I think it's Exposing Tube. His thumbnail will be like two skeleton broadcasters, like news anchors. If you guys are into that and catch up on that, they do cover that, right? He does have a lot of good points, and he does come with some jokes, right? So it's comical, it's funny. And now on my other channel, Battle Rap Reaction is coming. The reason why we had paused on the Battle Rap Reaction is that I hit with another copyright, music, strike, whatever the hell. I had to wait till that one was lifted in order to get back to it because, if you get a certain amount during a certain, like, a month, within a month, whatever, you get, like, the chances of your channel getting shut down. So we kind of had to wait till they get lifted, right? And then you get what I mean? Because then, YouTube sometimes will flag, like, a video, right? And you can, like, argue. You can, say that, oh, like, what's the problem? And, and then they could, switch it, whatever the fuck, right, if you win. It's because YouTube has all kinds of stupid rules, bro. It's not even funny. It has all kinds of shit. Can't do this, can't do that, can't say this, can't say that. Having a freedom of speech. Now, because then this shit will turn into, like, 4chan or some shit. Like, the original one, before it would get regulated. Or it would turn into, like, Reddit when it first came out. Like, just lawlessness. Hello there. That's probably what I know. Even though they all say that they're, like, champions of free speech, but in reality, I mean, are they really? Do you really have free speech? It's like people always want to, talk about free speech, but then they want to silence those who come with different opinions than theirs. You know what I mean? It's like, well, let them say whatever they want, even if their views are stupid. They're entitled to say them. Doesn't mean you have to agree with them or, like, like, hear them out, if anything, right? But to try to silence them as well, that's kind of like, nah, I ain't down with that. And for those who actually care about free speech, I mean, you would have figured that they would see it the same way. Hello there. How's everybody's Friday going? I hope it's going lovely, the start of the weekend. And you can already hear it because you can hear the sirens already. Like, so early? Damn. It's because like right here, people are so used to hearing sirens that when they do see them, they don't move to the. They still block like the way. Oh no, you hear the helicopter and everything already. So be careful when you're out there because, like I said, it does get hectic on the weekends. Even though it's early, it looks like it's like pitch black out there because with this whole time change, the night comes early, and you already know what they say: the freaks come out at night. The freaks come out at night. Or the moon makes people crazy. Fucking the light of the moon makes people crazy. What is it? The Bruce waves, and it turn people into werewolves. So that's what they say, though, supposedly. I just think it's all bullshit, right? I think people always act crazy as it is, regardless if there's a full moon, a blood moon. My son is happy because. All right, yeah, my kids as well. They got out early and they were also happy that they got that long weekend. And I was like, just joking with them. I'm like, nah, because I'm going to send you guys up to summer school. That way, me and your mom can still get some alone time. That's good. A little break from, getting up early in the morning all the damn time. Because, it'd be cold as fuck when I have to take them to school. It's like fucking snowing out there, practically. And when it's cold, you really don't want to get out of bed. You're just kind of it's like a mission. It's like pulling teeth. Not like before when it was COVID, where they just had video calls or whatever. So the schooling was done online. That was a lot easier. They didn't even have to get out of bed. You didn't have to get dressed. Obviously, that wasn't the best way to learn, though. Because obviously, at home, there's all kinds of distractions. Dark times, dark times, dark times. It sucks for that class that had to graduate like that, too. Where it was all done through, virtual. And how can I say that they actually, it became accustomed to that because after that, everything started being done through, laptops and tablets. Instead of actually, books and shit like that. If you noticed. Because everything's done now through tablets and books. Shut up, I'm sad. I might not pass. Oh, serio? You gotta have faith, bro. You gotta have faith. And even if you don't pass, bro, it's okay. It's okay. It is never. We shouldn't take an obstacle like this as defeat, right? But as a learning lesson. You know what I mean? We go back, we see, and improve on our flaws, and then we hit it again. I mean, not everybody succeeds on things the first time either. It happens. I have a girl and she never wants to get up on school days. I feel you. It's difficult. It's difficult. Especially when it's cold and you don't want to get up out of that bed. My daughter was actually always the one who loved school, so she would always get up and never wanted to miss school. My sons, on the other hand, it's a little bit more difficult getting them out of the bed. Like you tell them to get up and get ready for school, and they cover themselves more and they turn around. Get your ass up. Are you a part of the YouTube Yarda, or are you just there isn't it? I'm neither. I'm none of those things. I want to be a part of no yard. One, I'm not a prison channel. I've never spoken about prison ever on my channel. Right? So that's why I just wouldn't consider myself a prison channel. I feel like the concept of that is just ridiculous in itself. Like, there is no reason for those kind of discussions, right? They're pointless. And that's just my honest opinion. I feel like your dashboard was good. I feel like people just only went into those conversations for bragging rights. You know, they wanted to paint themselves a certain way. It's the only reason why they're done. It's crazy how they make up fake prison stories to brag about me. Stuff in prison. Yeah, it's insane. It's like, where the fuck were you at where all of this was happening all the damn time? Like, where was this happening? Like, where was this at? Like, I have never heard of such, so much action somewhere before ever in my life. And then the reasons why people gave of why they're telling the tales is just even more ridiculous in itself. It's like, you really expect people to buy that? And video by saying he's for the betterment of the rest and all people. I don't see how, but yeah. I mean, a lot of people could say a lot of stuff, right? I mean, but saying and doing is two different things. Like, if a person constantly saying that he wants peace on earth, but he's constantly in fights and drama and scandals, it's kind of like, some of them even say they enjoy prison. Like, are you serious? Nobody enjoys that. They're crazy. Nobody likes a program dictating their moves. You know what I mean? Even those who like isolation, because your isolation is still being dictated. So, like, there's a difference from not caring if you end up in jail. Like, who gives a fuck, right? Compared to you actually like it there, though. Those are two different things. Excuse me. They claim to have enjoyed representing years to come. Oh my. I don't understand people. And people throw that out there like if it's supposed to be like a badge of honor, like if that's supposed to be something to be proud of. Like, they throw it out there like if like an accomplishment. Like, boy, you don't know who I am, man. You don't know where I've been. Like, man, I've done all kinds of time right here and right there. Like, what? I thought you were gonna say, man, I own all kinds of homes, businesses. But if you're trying to throw out the fact that you did a crime, you got caught. Like, if anything, you want to restrict someone for doing it. Not getting caught and getting caught. Yeah. Eventually everybody's time runs out of news. Have you watched? No, actually, I haven't. I need to catch up on that. I was looking at some of the. So I wanted to see some of the. For some odd reason, the ones from here, the games from like the LA Knight Rider, like, I can never catch those games for some strange reason. It's like it's fucking almost impossible finding those games. Like, I meaning like when they're actually on compared to like watching, like, let's say, highlight clips. I prefer to actually watch the game in the highlight clips. It's because it doesn't really have that much coverage. Like, let's say other sports. It should, though. But then again, nowadays all these companies are greedy, though. Everybody signs a fucking like a partnership with like one of these fucking Netflix or Paramount or Disney or some shit like that, where you have to be like a fucking, you have to buy their packages and all kinds of shit. Not like before where it was just like, all the sports games were on like just regular TV, like Channel 2 or Channel 9 or 7 or 11 or 4. But I get it. Money, 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 money. I know Fox Sports sometimes covers cricket, but no World Cup. Oh, because they know that everybody's watching the World Cup. They know that everybody watches. So one of the reasons why they always like buy whatever championship game that's out there, right? Even if it's like fucking golf or some shit like that. Which I'm actually surprised that golf actually has such a big ass fan base to it. I mean, playing golf is like alright, but watching it is like fucking. I can't do golf. I just find it boring. So bland. There's no excitement to it. Like people start clapping because they hit the ball far. Like what? It's like the most excitement you get out of the game. Yeah, that's my TV provider. Shit, I don't even know who the fuck my TV provider is. Well, here in LA, there's golf courses everywhere. Everywhere. They have them everywhere. Who's playing at these golf courses? I have no idea. Old men. That's all I ever see. And you only see like maybe like 4 or 5 of them. It's like you never see a lot of people at a golf course. It's always just like 2, 3 people. But yeah, we literally have them everywhere on this bitch. And don't think that golf courses like in these nice ass areas, not even in these gas fucking parks. You have golf courses like what? Like you have to fucking you're over here trying to hit your ball at the 9th hole and while dodging, bullets and like the Grand Theft Auto version of, golf. I haven't had cable TV in it. I don't even know. I know. Cable, I don't even think cable's even around no more. There's actually no reason why anybody needs to get cable or Spectrum or anything like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's pointless. Nowadays, those shits are useless. It's like, well, everybody has, you know what I mean? You're paying all this money for, yeah, they tell you you're getting like, like 400 channels, but in reality, you're only really getting like 70 channels max. You know what I mean? The rest are going to be like, you have like 100 channel TV shows in languages that you don't even speak. So you just count those out. You have another one that's just like another 80 channels that just plays music. So I don't count. You have like another fucking 50 channels of just like, them trying to sell stuff on TV, right? Like those fucking, home products or whatever the fuck. And you have like another 50 channels of like shit that you don't want to watch, like fucking, like how to build a treehouse or cooking shit or some shit like that. It's like, what the fuck? So I don't know. It's crazy. The rate is horrible. Serio, can you read my comment? You skipped. What? Okay, I just seen that. For some odd reason, sometimes the comments don't pop up. I don't know why. It's strange. Thoughts on white folks just now trying to unite with Raza and because Trump is going after everyone. It's not rich and Jews. I trust it. All this time and now they want to unite. Well, no, see, the problem was never white people, though. Like, white people are not the problem. It's always been the establishment and those who fall for the establishment lies. You get what I mean? Like, you have white folks down here that can relate with Raza, right? I have white homies, right? There's white people, good people, right, that that are not racist and shit like that. You know what I mean? And yes, I get it that there is white people that are like that, right? But not all white folks. You know what I mean? And like I said, people like to paint them as the bad guys, but in reality, white, black, Asian, whatever. None of them are the bad people here. It's always the establishment. It's always the rich against the poor. You get what I mean? Because you have a lot of white folks out there that stand with the raza and stand with people and protest against these deportations and all this and that. You know what I mean? It's just that some of them fall for that trickery, like, oh yeah, we should just look after our own. Do you think Mike Pence betrayed Trump on it? No, Pence was just a man who did everything by the book. You know what I mean? He was just a square like that, right? So him and Trump just had two completely different, like, they were just the most awkward pair ever. Like, he chose like the worst partner, to have. You know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure Mike Pence felt like that as well. Like, fuck, this guy's a fucking disaster. That's probably like the worst time of his life ever. Would Mike Pence have been? Pence would have been a crappy president, but he would have been better than Trump, though. He wouldn't have been as bad as Trump, But not to say he would have been a good president either, right? Because he's full of shit himself. But he would have done a better job than Trump, in my personal opinion. You think Exposed TV is someone that was on YouTube before, but with the new channel? I do 100% think that. I don't know who, right? Because I really don't, keep in touch with like all these channels and whatnot, right? But he seems to have like, how can I say, like, the workings of these individuals. So like somebody who has been around already. And and the way he goes on, doing his videos, right? It seems like somebody who's already is doing it with like confidence, like somebody who has done it before, right? Because when you first start, right, you're just not as confident, when you're doing whatever kind of coverage you're covering, right? You can tell that there's still that not sure, like they're not really sure, right? But this individual sounds like he's been doing it already, You can hear the confidence in them. And not everyone starts off like that, right? It's rare. By the way, man, Taylor Greer fell out with Trump, and she is now. I know they've been going back and forth. Trump's even been, targeting her marriage and all kinds of shit. Trump's losing his touch though, because even the names he comes up for her is kind of like, what? Like, yes, Margaret Taylor Brown, because grass is green, but when it turns brown, like, okay, like that was whack. Tommy Guns is back in job. Is he that upstate guy? It's like he never learns, huh? It's like, how do you keep getting caught, bro? Like, how do you keep getting caught, bro? Yeah, I bet they put their locations, that's why. Mike Pence is why. Yes, he is. Yeah, that's what I got from seeing his channel. Yeah, like he just has confidence, like he's done it before. His mannerisms reminds me of the guy Listo from Upstate Point of View. The Upstate guy. Like just his rhythms, his swag, right? Like his just his character over on general reminds me a lot of that individual. Now, I'm not saying that that is him, but I'm saying that it reminds me a lot of that individual. Like his behavior just like aligns with his. Thus is supposed to be his public chomo harassing white dropout gangster. They're just throwing everything. See sticks is. Yeah, but why does he have to be all of that? Like, why does he have to be all of that? Like, why would that be his first? I think maybe he probably feels like it's maybe one of these guys that he doesn't like. Like, let's say that guy EBK or Renegade or something like that. That has to be somebody like that, right? So that's why they throw those stuff. I feel like that's who they think that it is. Not so much. I'm pretty sure that comes from Gunner because Gunner's paranoid like that, right? And he just throws the ideas into Dub's head. I don't really see Dubs being able to, concoct those kind of ideas in his head. He's not the sharpest tool in the shed. Mike Pence, worst policies. His ego's bigger than Trump, but I still. The only difference between the two, Mike Pence doesn't have a huge ego and want to break the law. Yeah, like Trump. Like Trump doesn't give a fuck. He asked for the death of these fucking congressmen and asked the military that they have to obey his every command. Like, what? No, they don't, bro. Like, damn, it's crazy how, he's the president of the United States and doesn't know shit about our country or shit about our laws. It's insane. Like, that motherfucker really thinks just because he's president he can do whatever the fuck he wants. It's crazy. What's even more sad is that there's idiots out there that think that that's how it works as well. Like, no, he's our boss. He's not your boss. He represents the United States, right? He's not the ruler over it. He's supposed to speak for the people, not to rule over the people. He's not a fucking king. He has to do what's right, for his people. Trump is your president. Trump is the president. I never said he wasn't the president. Trump is the president. Trump is the president of the United States. Can no one take that title away from him? This is true, right? But just because he's the president doesn't mean he's doing a good job, though. You get what I'm saying? Like, my whole thing with Trump is that all the nonsense, like all this bickering and all the shit that he highlights, that stuff that's not for the people. Like, bro, let's work on real shit. Like, everything so far that he has done has just been a bunch of nonsense. You know what I mean? Like, stuff that's not gonna help the everyday working class, though. Why are you always in the car, bro? Are you? No, actually, I work for a warehouse, a cooler warehouse. So I always do my videos when I'm on my break, on my lunch break. On my lunch break, I come to the car and I do my videos. That's why my lives are always like, short or whatever, because, I just do them when I'm on my lunch break. But no, I actually work for a warehouse cooling. Anything that's like frozen food that's probably in your home, like ice, frozen vegetables, ice cream, anything that's fucking cold, that's what I do. Are you a deal? Like a dropout? No, hell no. No. Would you ever do DoorDash though, or Uber Eats? No. Why wouldn't? I mean, if there was no other option, like if I didn't have a job and there was no other option, I wouldn't mind doing it. Or drop out of high school, you mean? I didn't really understand the question. See, it's because on YouTube, that kind of question is kind of like has multiple meanings to it. Kind of when people ask me, "Where are you from?" Like, ethnicity, like residency or affiliation. Nah, you know what? and even like he's not like the worst president in the world, right? Like people out there, make it seem. I would say he's top up there, right? But I wouldn't say he's the worst, right? There's been people that have done worse than him, right? And there's even worse presidents out there, that are, presidents of their countries, right? Like he's not as bad as like these other dictators and whatnot, right? But just because you're not as bad as some of those individuals doesn't mean that, that excuses your behavior. People should just allow this behavior. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my lunch break is over. We got to get back to it. It was good chopping it up with you guys, and we out.